Shalom, first and foremost, all praises and glories unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Harakach that belong to our apostles, the bishops, the elders of the great millstone. Greetings, salutations, blessings, much love unto you, hope to elect, shalom unto you. I have an article here, and when you understand the prophecies of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, and the day of the Lord, the day of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, you'll understand the many perils that are coming to the earth. You'll understand that the comforts and the agendas that you think you have are all going to go out the window very quickly. Okay. Um, when you look at the actions of some of these churches, whether it be a church pastor or even these Israelite groups, okay, you start seeing like um, somebody got shot in a church. I think it was in Atlanta. I try to do something about that or present that in some way with biblical foresight in it, or insight on it. Um, but particularly this article here is from Zero Hedge, right? Which says no one is safe in the cities. There is a key to leaving the city behind. Here is a key to leaving the city behind. Okay. And why are they leaving the cities? Well, there's the guy right there. Crime. You know, it's gonna get into it, but I want to start first. Reading Second Ezra, the 15th chapter, right? And I'm gonna read first couple verses, then I'll jump down after I read a little bit of the article and whatnot. Then we'll move on from there. Okay, and I didn't really jot any scriptures down. A couple of them came to mind. Let the Lord willing, the Holy Spirit will be with me, and this will be edifying. All right, so Second Ezra 15, it says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy," and that's what we're out there to do. The prophets are out there telling you what's about to happen. So videos like this is to show you this is part of the prophecies of the Heavenly Father. Okay, and this is something that He has set up um, for this day, because I mean, this time that we're coming into, He has to have He has to get the people's attention, and how better to get the people's attention by bringing them through such hardships. Okay, whether it be peril, famine, pestilence, world war, or any types of war. Okay, and even collapsing of an economy, of the world's economies. All these things have to be done so the Lord can fulfill His prophecies. Okay, it says, "Which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true." Jot them down, because this is something important. This is something that a warning that needs to go out, right? And that's what I'm doing in the video with this today. I'm trying to show you that no one is safe. Okay, because it says here, no one is safe in the cities. Here is the key to leaving the city. All right, and I'm gonna try to keep this as simple and concise as possible, but just want to make sure the point is being met, that no one is safe. And they're saying in big cities, that's just gonna be the worst place. And wherever our people, you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, where do we concentrated amount of us live? It's not the suburbs. Okay, and now these suburbs are even moving into city type scenarios. Okay, to where they're not much different than a city. How do you know? Because they can be shut down and shut off. Okay, you can close off a few roads, um, put a few trains over the tracks in certain areas, and your nice little SUV ain't going over it. Now you may have big, we call them big balls trucks, but the big super um, grave digger. What is that? Not motocross. What's damn it, monster trucks. Okay, you can have a monster truck to get over these tracks, and that'll be wonderful. The big tires. I seen a guy um pull up, and he was driving in a Humvee. If you understand the difference between H2, H3, this was a Humvee, the original, okay, the actual military issue one, right? How do I know? Because he had the full, it was still green first off, right? We're in a city and it was still green. He hopped out with his uh, BDU fatigue, camouflage, whatever they call them, right? Hops out with that, does what he has to do. Hops when he hops back in, he decides to just go left. Well, there was nothing but curb, sidewalk, um, and then parking lot going left, and he went left anyway. All right, because he didn't want to make the U-turn to put him in. Then it takes him to a one-way street, going in the wrong direction. So, what did he do? He just went left. All right. Unless you got a vehicle like that with superior training, it's still not going to help you, because those are the people that the government is going to go to when they institute martial law, as I get in the prophecy, that to help. And when they won't help, well, they're coming for you as well. And they know who you are, they know your training, they got your file. Okay? And they don't expect a problem out of you. But in case there is, okay, that's why you have all of this testing the water type thing. Okay, how do you test in the water? How are they testing the water? Well, with the president and polls and certain videos, and they see what the likes and what the shared and all of these other things. These are all them taking, categorizing you, if you will. Okay, but that's the general population of America. You Jakes, you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, you don't have any hedge of protection. Okay, upon your own. You think the little guns you got is going to do something. It may get you out of a couple skirmishes, but they're just skirmishes. Okay, them that are coming to take you over understand that they have hollow tip bullets, they have guillotines, they have MRAPs, they have different um, devices, if you will, tools, if you will. Okay, to keep, put you into deeper captivity, which we call them saw camps, but they're concentration camps. Okay, because there's no food in your cities. Okay, famines, all these things are a biblical prophecy. So what do you got to do? So you got to actually go to the government, be in a prison-like situation just to get food. And a lot of people aren't trained, and they're just gonna go and do that. Well, some are thinking, I'm gonna go to rule America. Okay, and as I read that, you'll understand. All right, this says zero hedge. No one is safe in the cities. Here's the key to leaving the city behind. Right, so the guy robbing you, and what's a great model of how bad it can be? Looking at the Bay Area of California. Okay, you can look all over America, but that Bay Area, LA, places like that, when you see homeless tents everywhere, where you see the robbery rate is out of control. All right, you see those tents and everything, you already know what it is. The robbery. There was an area near the airport in the Bay where they're saying businesses can't even. It's just like a graveyard for businesses. It's a good place to have businesses. You come off a plane, you don't want to eat the airport food. The prices of that. So you come out to the regular city and try to find a Subway or In-N-Out or burger place, and you ain't parked but 10 minutes, and your car's already broken into. Or you got to somehow go and confront that that person that's leaving with your things. Okay, it's crazy, but this is a model that we've seen in these Democrat-run cities. And all the major cities seem to have a high element of crime. Well, the economy has a lot to do with it. Okay, it says no one is safe in big city America under Joe Biden, not even the rich and influential in our government. Okay, yeah, this guy was killed. You see, Mike Gill, former member of Trump, and this is prophecy. Died as a result of gunshot wounds during a carjacking in a busy K Street block at 5:45 in the afternoon. Okay, I'm not gonna go more. You can read it. See, another congressman, right? Was carjacked by 3 armed criminals near Washington Navy Yard. Okay, Washington, San Francisco. Yeah. In March of last year, reporters from CNN on assignment covering the crime wave in San Francisco were robbed outside of City Hall. Okay? And why is this happening? Because your government is squeezing the people and sending all the money over to another country that has their own situation going on. But we have our own situation. Talking about America has its own situation going on over here. That's how we know this place ain't for us. That's how we know. Okay? Because they're not trying to forget the stimulus and all of that, but they're not even trying to figure out something to help the poor and needy. They're actually cutting things. And last time they did it, Jake abused it, man, with them PPP loans. And then people still want their money back. You on books for that. All right? And it's just pushing. And then you can't stop anybody when they run in these stores and do smashing and grabbing and all of that. Okay, so it may have been in Illinois. I don't remember exactly where. They or Ohio, somewhere like that. Where Florida, I don't remember. I should probably Google. Let me see if I can Google it. Real quick Google, and it was a real wide range of when you mistake, can you shoot someone to defend your property or business or something like that. Tennessee has a stand your ground. I know Texas has a certain something. They're asking these questions, okay? Shoot people who come. Can you just shoot people who come to your door? Okay. And that's gonna be a big thing because once it gets so tight, that's why people are leaving. Because what do you see that's big? Home invasion. Okay. All right. So they're moving off the grid. So let's bring this up real quick. All right. And this is just the name of a video. 8 most disturbing things caught on doorbell camera footage. People coming to the door trying to get in. Okay. And I mean, this is a mild one. Okay, I've seen a few things. Man, a bear came to the... But you got to know, these things, scriptures say the animals will change their place. Why? Because cities are built there, and then when they come back searching for food, it's a problem. All right, you get into it, and you start seeing how bad these situations are and they can be. This one particularly.
Backyard footage that was genuinely concerning.
Okay. People trying to get in the back, man. Somebody at the door. This is going to be happening. They're going to figure out you got something and we want it. Okay. Scriptures talk about this. And so they think, people believe moving out to the country or to the rural areas is going to matter. And at the end of the day, it'll help for it and it'll preserve you for a little time, but eventually it's not going to solve the issue. This issue that the Lord is bringing to the earth is going to happen on all levels and all places, particularly on the shores of America. Okay, it's not going to be, oh, I'm in a city, or I'm in a rich neighborhood. All of that's going to be an issue because everybody's going to have the same issues of either you already chipped or you got money and you're trying to store up for something, and anybody else is going to be down in a bunker. Something I enjoyed about Leave the World Behind, was the little girl found a house and they went in there and there was plenty of food. She was enjoying it, eating it up. And they never had them complaining about food at that house. But then again, she went into the other house and went down in the bunker and all of these other places, man. And the people weren't there. Where were the people at? Okay, they may not have made it back, or they may have had something else set up. Who knows? But this will not protect you and preserve you, because even after all of this, it's a bigger issue. Okay, I'm not going to get too deep into that. The missiles will hit. That's the point. But the point of this video is showing you that through the trends of where society is at today, this is what's going on. You go to other countries and you see people getting snatched, children being snatched, purses being snatched by people off motorcycles, man. Gunpoint, different things. Okay, when a city or country or whatever is impoverished at such a level as this place, America, which was heralded as one of the richest nations, is now the people of this place is actually now in poverty. You gotta, know that this heavy crime spree and crime wave is coming. And as soon as I didn't put two and two together, but as soon as the pandemic came and you had to wear these masks, I was like, man, people gonna be putting their mask on, robbing and whatever else. It didn't happen. Why did it not happen at that time in 2020? Because there was also PPP stimulus and all kinds of monies coming in. But now that those monies are being cut off, what do you think these people are gonna do? Okay, let there be another pandemic declared, and watch what the people do. They're not going to adhere to it and stay in the house like they did the last time. And then with no money, they're going to start pressing the issues. Okay, going to go get money, going to go figure it all out. Okay, so they can get something. All right, let me get these precepts. All right, this is in second Ezra's 15th chapter. Let's jump down. Okay, verse 5. We'll start there. It says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues. I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore saith the Lord Yahweh, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves." All the ways that the people are wickedly exercising themselves. I mean, there's plenty of videos on it, but the Lord is sick of it, man. We're back at that Noah moment, okay? We're back when the earth had to be flooded, the first death, okay? Because the people were just wicked and evil continually, all right? And when society collapses, you're truly going to see how wicked these people are, okay? It's going to be a clear distinction if, oh, there's good people out there, there's good this people, that people. All that sounds good, but wait till the food situation comes to a head. Wait till people don't have their meds. Wait till they don't have their drugs, their alcohol, okay? Their video games. People going to lose their mind, okay? There's a scene in the movie The Beach. He sent Leonardo DiCaprio from the beach of paradise and all that, sent him up into the mountains because he gave a map away to some other travelers, right? And then they don't want them there. He said this is only works because we're not letting a lot of people come in. So these people are coming in. They want them to stop them. It's like 3 or 4 more people, and they want him to stop them. Well, he has to wait on the mountain of the jungle as they make their way to him, so he can get the map from him and kill him, whatever the case may be. But while he's up there waiting, his world became like a video game. He's running around, like a video game, sneaking around guards, the other people that own the island, and have their fields going on that they use to sell and whatever else. They have their so he's sneaking around them. He runs into certain animals out there. Spider webs and spiders. All these situations, man, made it into like a video game, which is the point I'm making. You people will find another type of video game. But what kind of video games do you like the most? First person shooters. Okay? So you people are gonna try to go into first person shooter mode. Okay, and y'all are already desensitized from it because you play it every day. You're on these Call of Duties and other games, war games and whatever else, where you're the first person shooter. All right. Jumping down. I mean, it can. I might as well read it. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And therefore, let me get to the point. Verse 10, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. This is Egypt again, okay, America. All right, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before. So this is another deliverance from captivity from Egypt moment that's coming. But in it, there's going to be a lot of plagues and distress, man. Okay, as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. And that's what's coming. Let me get to the major point. Verse 14, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, the killing instrument, right? And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. And the modern day sword is the gun. So people going head to head, man, fighting over what? All kinds of things. Okay. 16, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. And this is what we're seeing. You go into a video like that, you start seeing that people are coming to the door, man. Okay. I went to World Star, but I mean, World Star was written a certain way. Okay. And I don't know the lingo. I can figure a few things out. But when you go to World Star and you type in don't answer the door at night or whatever the case may be, you're going to start seeing certain videos in the feed, in the search that pop up about thief acts like a door dasher, thief or killer looks like a maintenance man or the meter reader guy or whatever, the gas man, whatever the case may be. Okay, this isn't something far-fetched, and just something that's happening in certain parts of the world. No, this is coming to everybody. Okay, the Purge, the original Purge movie. As soon as the Purge happened, somebody tried to get in, and they had the whole security system locked down. But then what happened? He tried to the kid let Jake in, and then the people who wanted to kill Jake was like, "Hey, let us in, or we'll just kill everybody." Okay, imagine you see how these people acted and have been acting for Jordans and electronics. Wait till you see what they do for food to save their life. Okay. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, in the course of their actions shall stand in power. And we see people in legislation getting carjacked, okay, and shot, and whatever the case may be. We see CNN, the FBI statistics, right? It says, according to FBI statistics, property crimes like arson, burglary, and larceny are up sharply. So are carjackings and automobile theft. Even the homicide rate, which has dipped from its dramatic high during the pandemic, is still much higher than it was under President Obama or President Trump. It's still up. Okay, and it brings us to people moving out of the city. Okay, it says here, 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, because that's where the trucks of the goods go into. We see in the movies like Red Dawn, we saw a glimpse of it in the Fast and the Furious, the original movie, where they were robbing the truck on the highway. In Red Dawn, instead of them waiting for the truck to get into the cities for food, they'd rob the truck in the mountains when it's coming through on the main road, coming to the town before it could reach the town, so they would have food. Okay, so these are the situations that are going to come here to America, man. Okay, and we see from these statistics in this article, these types of things are already happening. All right, it says, for because of their pride, cities shall be troubled, and houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Okay, and that brings martial law as well. And so the man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, in verse 17. Okay, they're going to have to put martial law out there. The threat of death and danger will be right there as well. Okay, at a constant. It says, and a neighbor and a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, famine, and great tribulation. Okay, let's go to the 16th chapter. I'm going to jump straight to the points. 17, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings because of all the killing. Okay. The smell of death will be a familiar thing in the near future. Okay. The beginning of famine, going without meals will be, it won't be no McCheeseburger or whatever. The Big Mac, and you won't be able to pull up and get a $20 Big Mac combo, man. Okay. The beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, the beginning, and look, they take your able-bodied teens and they even just raise the age for military. Okay, why? So when they draft people, they just take you, but their numbers aren't making it happen. So they got to take in whomever they can. They already knocked it down also where you don't have to have a high school degree. So you can have a GED or something, a couple certificates, and get in. This is they're desperate, and they know they've got themselves into a world war that we're leading into, right? The beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, and it'll be just evil the way people are moving in the streets, man. Everybody can be invaded. You look at these apocalyptic movies, any interaction with the next group or person could cost you your life. All right, what shall we do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. And this goes for you Jakes, man, that want to act like you want the solution, but when we give you the solution out of the Bible, you don't want it. Reminds me of the WAC 100 and Captain Tazariak issue that's going on now. What I read out of that is, yeah, Jake about to turn on us like they did on the Lord. Okay, like they did on the prophets before us. Okay, that's gotta happen. But here's because Jake would rather do that than put their money where their mouth is and really stand up together and try to do something like they talk. You talk tough. I've been to prison. You ain't been to prison. Yeah, okay, that's cool that you've been in prison and yet you did all of this and that you went it, whatever reasons you went for, and you out now. Whatever. You big and bad. Great. But when this day comes, let's see how many, who Jake is really, he really bought that life. Okay. He talk about I ain't scared and murderers, this and that, and my mama and them, and crazy, man, when you look at it. Okay, well, that's the same people that's gonna be in the cities, man. Them crazy ass hoodlum Jakes. Okay. And the people, the Edomites that WAC was concerned with, those are some Edomites that are way out in the woods in these rural areas. Okay, trying to live off the grid. Okay. Even more Americans are moving to rural areas, and these shows are big now. These tiny home shows are very popular now. People are selling everything they have, downsizing to the minimalist level, and moving their trailer, their little house, tiny house, into the middle of a plot of land they purchased for damn near nothing. Okay. They're throwing camouflage. Who knows? We know these Edomites get down like they throw camouflage, fake leaves, and all of that, and will stash it in the bushes, man, and be living there. Okay. It's in their spirit like that anyway. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, as shit. Okay, they're not gonna be a holy ritual, a burial, you know, for these other people, man. You're gonna rot where you die, you know, where you were killed at. It says, and there shall no man be comfort, no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down, and there shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it. Okay, so it's gonna be a real tough situation when you jump all the way down, and all this has good stuff going on in it, right? Good read. When you come all the way down, um, and we know Jacob's trouble is that moment because you're gonna have the worst times in this moment, but the enemy still will come in like a flood. Okay, and invade your homes, and eventually they're gonna move to the rural areas. Look at this. All right, this is a meme on America's Best Picks and Videos. Okay, and it says, "Rural America, we are coming." Antifa and all of that, right? These people are coming. The left wing or whatever, right? They're coming. Well, they say this because they know if they out there strapped, and it goes into that. I'm not going to read into it, but you understand the point. Yeah, but it doesn't change that they're still coming out to rule America. Because when the cities are destroyed, where else they gonna go? Okay, and these people that you see on the screen, they're not helping because they don't understand the fight that they're in. They don't understand the situation. They don't understand the cure to the reason. They see what other countries are doing, and it's just a small divide because the people are like, hey, all of us are struggling, so make the government do something. We're gonna show up and make the government do something. Well, here in America, it's different. The rich stay at home and continue to prep and be comforted. The poor are running out in the streets, okay, with signs and things trying to petition and picket and so on and so forth. Okay, but the prophets are standing there in the midst, calling the plays, man, telling you that this is what's coming, and this is how you get yourself right with Yahweh Shemi Shai, the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son. All right, to escape these issues that are coming, to have wisdom from these issues that are coming. All right, so 2 Ezra 16:67. Behold, Yahweh Himself is the judge. Fear Him. Leave off from from your sins, and forget your iniquities, to meddle no more with them forever. So shall the Most High lead you forth and deliver you from all trouble. So we're also trying to tell you people, this is what the hell. To meddle no more with them forever. This is what the prophets are telling you. Not only that these things are coming and explaining the prophecies to you, but how to prepare yourself mentally and spiritually that the Heavenly Father will accept you, Lord willing, right? If you're the children of Israel, if you're so chosen, so on and so forth. But the things that the Heavenly Father will require to have the opportunity to be chosen, shall I say. All right. So shall the Most High lead you forth and deliver you from all trouble. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden under foot. Okay, if you give in to their image, into the mark of the beast. Okay, it says, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord, and they shall be like madmen, sparing none. Now, well, they just coming for y'all. No. They don't know who we are because we look ordinary. You know, without certain Israelite groups with all their theatrical costumes, you know, you wouldn't really know without you Jakes walking around with fringes on your t-shirts, you know, thinking that that's where the law is really written at. You know, you're sadly mistaken. Okay, there's no other way to know us. All right, so they gotta go through you 2/3, man. They gonna go check the hood and everywhere else. They gonna run through them areas for fun and light you Jakes up and get y'all carted off to certain places, groups, trucks, colors, lists. Okay, and do as they will with you. Okay, as well as gathering up some of us. It says they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Okay, and I don't have to read the rest, but I mean, hopefully you can see what the rest says. But they're gonna go through the homes, man, and take you. Okay, whether you're in rule, and when you think about what the image is talking about, everybody must be on the grid. That's the point of the image of the beast. I was going to get it in Revelations, the 13th chapter, but I'll just kind of quote it here because when you have that MARK, there's no escape because these satellites and these cell towers are damn near everywhere. No, they're not in the rural areas, but now the digital system is becoming something more. Okay, strong internet where information moves around like that, you can't avoid um their being approached about their system. Okay, being a part of it. All right, so whether you move out to the rural areas or not, but these cities are coming down, man. They're coming down. You can see it here in Vegas. You can see certain activity, not necessarily on the strip, but away from the strip. They always try to keep the tourist areas of the city as clean as possible and as comforting as possible. But I mean, you can see it kind of spilling over, and then when you go a couple blocks away from those tourist areas or right behind them, you see where the real truth about this city really is. The dirty laundry, if you will. Okay? So I don't want to make it too super long. I just want to hit the points that this is what we're seeing, this is what's happening, and it doesn't mean that you're gonna escape, because you're not gonna escape the missiles. Okay, you're not gonna escape them coming to try to get you on that grid. These helicopters have night vision and thermal imaging, so they can see where the people are, man. Okay, people putting all this money to defend themselves against the technology. Well, it's only so far you can go, because everything is being made with technology, from GMO food to everything. All right, so Lord willing, this was edifying. I just want to touch on it. It's been sitting around. I want to get this out there because we see how disturbing this is, and it in the video popped up on my feed, so I felt through the spirit to just get onto it. But people come to your door, man, you ain't gonna be able to answer. Okay, and they gonna try to come and just kick the door down. You ain't gonna be able to answer. They gonna perceive, okay, they got the C-HIP over there. How do you know? Because they're the only ones on the block still bringing in grocery bags. Okay, still leaving and got gas, and they're still moving around differently. Okay, so just something to put out there for you to understand. This is a part of prophecy that has to come, and they won't care if it's your mama. They won't care whom it is. Matter of fact, I'll get one more before I completely go. Okay, Ezekiel 9:4 and 5 will be the point, though. 5 and 6. Matter of fact, I will go straight to that point, 5 and 6. But it's saying that in a nutshell, it won't matter if your mamas, your aunties, your daddy, your elderly, your babies. Because Wack was like, man, you gonna bring some type of shit out here, so the type of heat that's gonna make them come out and hurt our mamas and our uncles and hey, man, that has to come. And here's one of the scriptures that show it. Ezekiel 9 and 5. And to the others he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite, which means kill, and let not your eye spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young, elderly and children, right? Both maids and little children and women. So everybody, that's classified, everybody can get it. When you read ahead in the 4th verse, everybody that has that mark of exemption, okay, the blood on the doorpost, so to speak, the spiritual version of it, okay, to be passed over by the destroyer, all right, to escape the perils of this world, even to escape the missiles through the chariots, or the fire of the missiles, all right. So it says, but come not near any upon whom is the mark, not the M-A-R-K, C-HIP, but the mark of exemption, the Thawa, that the Heavenly Father marked them with his spirit and chose them. Okay. It said, then they began at the ancient, were before the house. All right, and they already went in on, getting the elderly. You're the most subject, to to these pestilences. So we got to get you first, and we see what's happening, man. Like I said, Lord willing, this was edifying, giving all praise and glory to the Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. Bashim Arakach Kudash, that belongs to our apostles, the bishops, the elders of the great millstone. Greetings, salutations, blessings, much love unto you, hopefully elect. Until the next one. Shalom.